in the movie came out in Toronto. You guys premiered in Toronto last year, and you think you have a little bit of star power. You have some star power. It's a really good movie. Yet it took a kind of a while for the film to get picked up. Was it sort of surprising to you the amount of time it took to get it out there?
Not really. I mean, we weren't quite finished with the film back then. It wasn't sound mixed. We showed it on high def, so I needed to finish the film. And we were always an end of the year kind of film. This is the right time of year for this movie to be coming out. So if it wasn't last year at this time, it was going to be this year. That would have been a bit of a hustle. So, I'm not too surprised.
Well, do you think that also, like, the industry's really been changing as far as independent movies and the way they're getting distributed and get financed? Have you guys both noticed that? Can you talk a little bit about your experiences?
Well, I've been doing this long enough to see it. Yeah, it changes significantly just from the time we started this production. So many companies have gone out of business. It's a weird time, but, as a filmmaker, you have to think, the films are there, the audience is there. What's, the in-between area is a little...
That's one thing that I learned from Rick, and that's always been really inspiring about his philosophy to filmmaking. Is if there is a way, he will find it, and that was pretty cool. I think that was one of the most fascinating things about working on this. Is we, as a team, we connected and got it done, and I've just watching the process has been pretty amazing.
Yeah,
so it's pretty cool.
It has been a process, but we're sort of bringing that to the way we're going out. We're sort of a hybrid European film, American indie anyway. So in distribution, we're sort of a hybrid between a studio and an indie release.
Can you both talk a little bit about Orson Welles, and what did you sort of know about him, and what things changed as you guys were making the film and after the film?
Well, of course, any filmmaker is a big, we all have some relation with Welles. I've been a big fan forever, and seen all his films and know a lot about him. But it was pretty daunting to try to depict him in a movie. But I felt a little safer just thinking it's 1 week in his life. But digging in, I think the blessing of this was to get to know his younger self. Most people know Welles from War of the Worlds on. To go younger and get to know him as a 22-year-old doing theater, that's a lesser known part.
Incredibly ambitious genius that was young Welles.
Can you talk a little bit about what drew you to this project and also working with the man on your right?
Well, of course, I'm a huge fan of Rick's work, and I've seen so many of his movies. I was a bit shocked to hear that Rick wanted to meet me. I was pretty floored when I heard, and so I got the script and I read it that night. And I think the very next day we sat down and talked about this role. And for me, it was just different. It wasn't a musical. It was a new and sort of different role, one that I really admired and could connect with in a lot of ways. But also I was a bit nervous about whether or not I could pull it off. It was a bit kind of scary, and that's exactly what I was looking for. Something that would, I don't know, shake things up and a sort of a refresher. So it was great.
I do have to ask you. People are following me on Twitter, and I asked people to submit some questions. And 2 people submitted something about you possibly doing a manga movie called Death Note. Is that true? Is it not true?
Oh, I love Death Note, and we were kind of working on it right now. It's definitely not something that would be coming up soon. What's the classic answer, Ricky? What do you say?
Not a front burner.
It's not on the front burner. No. It's something that. I feel like regardless now, whatever I say, it's going to be the next movie.
Right.
No, it's not. It was an idea.
How anything comes together.
Who knows? I had a meeting on it.
Takeameeting.com.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's the extent of it.
I have to wrap with both of you, but thank you so much and congratulations on the movie.
Thank you very much.